A new era has dawned at the Bernabeu, and it arrived with a clean, unsmiling efficiency. Xabi Alonso's presence as manager has already redrawn the pecking order and put several long-standing assumptions to the test. Light footsteps in the corridors, late-night meetings, tactical notebooks flipped open, and suddenly the left flank, once comfortably occupied, looks like contested ground. The club's transfer decisions and starting exercises over the next few weeks will tell us whether this is a tactical reshuffle or the start of a roster purge. Into that pressure cooker walked Carreras, a fresh face who has not waited for a slow introduction. From training pitches to pre-season minutes, the new signing has shown the sort of balance and forward impulse that fits neatly into Alonso's idea of full-back play, cool on the ball, willing to overlap, and hungry enough to disrupt the hierarchy. His arrival isn't a mere addition, it's a provocation. When a club brings in a player to that specific role and the manager publicly praises his contribution, the message to incumbents is unmistakable: earn it or move aside. Standing opposite Carreras in the triangle of competition is Fran Garcia, the Spanish option whose performances have given the coaching staff confidence and who, according to multiple reports, remains a valued piece in the squad architecture. Garcia's solidity and availability mean Real Madrid are not reliant on a single profile at left-back, and that depth too has a price for those who hope for guaranteed minutes. Clubs often speak of healthy competition. Sometimes it swallows careers. Which brings us to Mendy, once an automatic starter, whose rhythm has been repeatedly interrupted by the same cruel force: injury. The statistics on his recent seasons read like a cautionary tale: short returns followed by absences, recovery timelines that frustrate suitors, and a market that views physical uncertainty as too big a risk to underwrite. At the same time, reports suggest that despite the club being open to offers, bids have been thin, and Mendy himself has expressed a desire to remain and fight for his place. That tension between wanting to stay and the practicalities of squad planning is the story's human core. From the club's vantage point, the reasoning is crisp. 3 players for one position is inefficient both on the pitch and on the ledger. Sporting directors keep rosters tightly balanced not only for harmony in minutes, but to optimize wages and investment. If Mendy cannot guarantee the minutes or the fitness, keeping him is a double cost: financial inertia and tactical risk. For fans, the calculus is less numerical and more emotional. A player who gave memorable displays still deserves a path back. For the board, though, sentiment must bow to strategy. Practically, what are Mendy's options? A rival club willing to gamble on a fitness return, a loan to rebuild minutes and market value, or a quiet acceptance of reduced minutes while he rehabilitates. Each path has trade-offs. The window's calendar is unforgiving. Clubs want certainty and measurable availability. If Mendy's recovery timetable remains uncertain, the list of suitors likely to shrink rather than widen as the deadline approaches. The most likely short-term outcome, based on the signals from the club and transfer market activity, is that Madrid will press for clarity and trim where they can, even if it means painful goodbyes. Whatever happens on the paperwork, the narrative is emblematic of a deeper shift. Xabi Alonso is building a team in his image, one less beholden to reputations and more to the demands of his system. For Carreras, the road ahead is bright and full of expectation. For Fran Garcia, the fight is ongoing, but his stock appears to have risen. For Mendy, the next few weeks may define whether he reclaims his place in Madrid folklore or begins a new chapter elsewhere. The transfer clock keeps ticking, and with it comes the kind of finality that makes summer feel suddenly like winter.